All right, so you've got your core stack locked in. You're using your proven essentials: protein, creatine, pre-workout, electrolytes. You've layered on your targeted supports: omega-3s, magnesium, zinc, a quality multivitamin, and L-carnitine. You've built a serious foundation, and your body is running better than ever. But now you're curious. What else is out there? What else could give me that edge? Not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, even spiritually. Welcome to Tier 3, what we call the optional essence.
Now let me be clear, these aren't must-haves. They won't make or break your results. But if your basics are dialed in, your recovery is handled, and you want to go from feeling fine to feeling exceptional, this is where Tier 3 starts to shine. These supplements are about enhancement, boosting brain power, calming stress, supporting your immune system, keeping your micronutrients topped up, and helping you thrive in today's chaotic world. They're not essential, but they can be transformational, especially if you're the kind of person who's pushing limits and asking more of your mind and body every day. This is the tier that turns "I'm doing well" into "I'm performing at my peak."
Let's break down the 4 key players in Tier 3 and how each one can help you function and feel better than ever. First up, greens powders. Let's be honest, most of us don't eat enough vegetables. Even if you try, modern soil quality, processed food, and busy schedules make it hard to get a full spectrum of micronutrients, antioxidants, and plant compounds on a consistent basis. That's where a quality greens powder comes in. Now, I'm not talking about the cheap, grassy-tasting stuff that's mostly spinach and lawn clippings. I'm talking about well-formulated, clinically backed blends that include things like spirulina, chlorella, wheatgrass, reishi, matcha, turmeric, ginger, and digestive enzymes. These formulas are designed to support digestion, immunity, inflammation, and cellular health. Think of them like a daily micronutrient and phytonutrient insurance policy, especially if your diet isn't perfectly clean 24/7.
Greens powders won't replace real vegetables, but they fill in the gaps.
They also tend to be rich in adaptogens and antioxidant compounds that help your body handle stress more gracefully. The key is quality. Look for third-party tested products, ideally with transparency around ingredient doses. Avoid blends that hide behind proprietary labels with no clarity on what you're actually getting. Timing? Take it in the morning with water or add it to a smoothie to kickstart your day. You'll likely notice improvements in digestion, energy, and immune resilience within a few weeks of consistent use. It's not about chasing perfection, it's about stacking small wins. And a good greens powder is one of those daily wins that add up over time. If you want to feel more on, less sluggish, and give your body the greens it's missing, this is your go-to. Next up, Nootropics, your mental performance secret weapon. If Tier 1 helps your muscles fire harder and Tier 2 keeps your recovery smooth, Tier 3 sharpens your brain. Nootropics are supplements that support focus, memory, motivation, creativity, and cognitive endurance. Think of them as fuel for your mind, especially if you're juggling work, training, and real-life responsibilities. These aren't just for Silicon Valley tech bros. They're for anyone who wants to stay focused under pressure, perform mentally at a high level, or just stop hitting that 2 p.m. crash every day. There are 2 types: stimulant-based and non-stimulant cognitive enhancers.
Some popular stimulant-based nootropics include caffeine plus L-theanine, a smooth energy focus combo; alpha-GPC, which supports acetylcholine production for memory and cognition; and dynamine, or teocrine, for longer-lasting alertness without the crash. On the non-stim side, you've got lion's mane mushroom for neurogenesis, rhodiola rosea for mental fatigue resistance, bacopa monnieri for memory and learning, and citicoline for clean focus and neuroprotection. You don't need to take all of them. Start with 1 or 2 and build a stack based on how your brain responds.
Take them 30 to 60 minutes before work, study, or any mentally demanding task. The right nootropic can make your brain feel faster, calmer, and more dialed in without feeling wired. This is Tier 3 done right, elevating not just your body, but your mental edge. And for many people, improving cognitive control is the key to unlocking better habits across the board. Now let's talk adaptogens. Stress is the silent killer. It robs you of energy, focus, muscle gains, sleep quality, and even immune function. Adaptogens are nature's answer to modern stress. They help your body adapt and restore balance. They don't knock you out or hype you up. They bring your body back to baseline, whether you're wired and anxious or drained and exhausted. The big players here: ashwagandha, rhodiola rosea, reishi mushroom, holy basil, and eleuthero. Ashwagandha helps lower cortisol and improve sleep, testosterone, and mood. Rhodiola enhances endurance and helps you push through mental and physical fatigue. Reishi supports immunity and deep recovery.
Holy basil helps calm the nervous system and reduce systemic stress. Eleuthero boosts physical performance and resilience during demanding periods. These herbs don't work overnight. Their magic is in cumulative, consistent use. Take them daily for 2 to 4 weeks and you'll start to notice better stress tolerance, calmer moods, and smoother energy throughout the day. You can take them in capsule, powder, or tincture form. Many also stack well with your greens powder or a morning tea or smoothie. If life has you running on fumes, this is the calming, balancing tier you've been missing. Your nervous system will thank you. And finally, we've got BCAAs and EAAs. Now, these are some of the most misunderstood supplements on the market. You've probably seen people chugging fluorescent drinks at the gym and thought, do I really need that? Here's the real talk. If you're eating enough protein daily and getting high-quality sources like meat, eggs, or shakes, you probably don't need BCAAs or EAAs. They're not essential. But if you train fasted, work out multiple times a day, are deep into a cut, or a vegan or vegetarian, BCAAs and EAAs can absolutely help. BCAAs, branched-chain amino acids, contain 3 specific amino acids: leucine, isoleucine, and valine. They help reduce muscle breakdown, fuel your workout, and kickstart recovery, especially if you haven't eaten in a while. EAAs, essential amino acids, go one step further. They include all 9 aminos your body can't make on its own, giving you a more complete protein synthesis response. Think of them as intra-workout support. They won't build muscle like a protein shake, but they can preserve muscle, reduce soreness, and help you train harder in depleted states. Sip them during training, especially during long sessions or fasted cardio. The sweet spot is 5 to 10 grams, ideally with added electrolytes for hydration. They're not for everyone, but for the right person in the right context, they can be the difference between surviving your workout and thriving through it. So let's recap Tier 3, the optional essence. It's not about what you must take. It's about enhancing what you've already built. These are the supplements that support your focus, clarity, mood, stress resilience, digestion, and recovery when the rest of your stack is already in place. Greens powders fill the micronutrient gaps and keep your digestion and immunity on point. Nootropics sharpen your focus, energy, and brain power. Adaptogens restore balance and help your body handle stress without breaking down. BCAAs and EAAs help preserve muscle and power performance in specific high-demand scenarios. These are your edge, not your foundation. But sometimes, the edge makes all the difference. If you've experimented with any of these, I want to hear about it. What's worked for you? What's made the biggest impact? Drop a comment and let's compare notes. If you got value from this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and get ready because Tier 4, that's a conversation for another day. Train smart, live sharper, and supplement with purpose. See you in the next one.